Well, Major, First Lady Michelle Obama accused Trump of trying to suppress Clinton supporters. I wonder what you think a strategy like that has traditionally looked like in the past.
Well, traditionally it looks like efforts to put monitors at polling stations to intimidate people from showing up, sending out flyers or emails with wrong information about the polling station for the voter in question, doing things that amount to either intimidation or subterfuge. That's what genuine voter suppression has looked like and been characterized as in previous elections. What the Trump campaign is talking about, and these are unnamed sources within the Trump campaign, so I'm not exactly sure how credible they are, is messaging suppression. And the elements of it are pretty crude and I would say of suspect quality. One, there have been references that Trump has made to an old comment that Hillary Clinton made in the 90s calling African-American males super predators in a criminal context. That supposedly is designed to disincentivize African-American males and females from showing up. Trump doesn't do it very often. He only did it for a little while, so as a suppression tactic, I'm not sure how well that works. Then the idea of bringing up Bill Clinton's sordid sexual past and charges from women made publicly that he assaulted them and in some cases raped them is meant to discourage millennials from showing up to vote. These are the two most dominant suppression tactics talked about from a messaging point of view, but those are not any way, shape, or form what traditional suppression tactics have been. Trump has mentioned occasionally that he would like his supporters to sign up to be volunteer poll watchers. That is a bipartisan pursuit in this country. Lots of counties encourage that. That's not an intimidation tactic. That's just to be there to watch what goes on and make sure everything works as it is supposed to work. That's not a suppression tactic either. So I think a lot of this on this particular day of the campaign, Elaine, has been overcranked and overhyped. And whatever message Trump has, suppression is not going to work. He needs to motivate his supporters and draw more Republicans. And if he's going to in any way, shape, or form reduce turnout, he has to do that, as my piece just indicated, among those Clinton supporters who are not yet convinced, and hammer home this idea that these emails do reveal something much worse than just politics as usual, and use that message to discourage them from showing up for Clinton come Election Day.
Major, as you know, Trump said Thursday that his wife Melania would make at least 2 campaign speeches in the final days of this election cycle. What do you think her role is in these final days?
Well, it's what every role is of every surrogate, and the spouse of a nominee is obviously a surrogate. That's to amplify the message and multiply the message, because you need to do that in the closing days of a campaign. And this Trump campaign needs to do it quite acutely. Why? Because, as you indicated, Elaine, in those polls in Georgia, Iowa, Ohio, Trump is tied, and in some cases has lost ground, as he has in Iowa and here in Ohio. He has got to break out in some of these states and put some of them away, as Hillary Clinton has, for example, in the state of Virginia. Thought perhaps a month or a month and a half ago to be competitive. Not competitive anymore at all. And until Trump starts putting states away, putting them in his column safely or nearly safely, he's going to have a very, very steep climb to win this election. So you multiply the voices to amplify your message. Melania can be an assist in that factor. Mike Pence is everywhere. I'm sure the children will be rolled out in one way or another. Ivanka, Don Jr., Eric, all hands will be on deck in the closing days. But I can tell you, Elaine, from hard experience, presidential nominees win or lose races. Their surrogates don't.
All right. Major Garrett from Ohio tonight. Major, thank you.
Sure.